Wait, who is that? Why are you so gloomy, mister? Okay, since I don't know why, but uh my streaming is getting cut off, disconnected. So I'm just going to continue with recording. It's such a waste, such beautiful CGs and conversations, and we're we're getting disconnected in the middle of it all.
Wow, it's so beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before.
Oh no!
Slow down, Klee. Please be careful not to bump into others.
Yes, please.
Telling Klee so many stories about Inazuma during the trip was probably not the best idea.
Yeah, maybe.
As a result, she could hardly sleep all the way here. It appears she's even more excited now that we've arrived.
That's surprising. Yeah. Well, and that's surprising if she hasn't slept at all. She hasn't slept at all. She's still energetic. Nothing wrong with a little excitement.
Strange. It seems that the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama, isn't here yet. I'm certain he said that he'd be sure to arrive before me. This might be a problem.
What's wrong?
Well, Mr. Hiroyama was supposed to meet with me and give me some reference materials about the 5 Kasen today. That way, I could better visualize the content for my paintings.
You mean you had no idea what you'd be painting before you arrived in Inazuma?
That's so surprising.
I only know of the 5 Kasen by name. Because of the sheer age of the tale, very little has been passed down to this day. So Mr. Hiroyama decided to help me collect some more information. I'm the type of painter who can complete a painting quickly as long as I'm inspired. So I agreed on only receiving the details today.
So when do the paintings have to be done by?
According to the festival plans, the portraits will be revealed one at a time throughout the various stages of the Irodori Festival. The first one, depicting Suiko, will need to be done before the festival's official opening ceremony, which is the day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow? Then you're already running out of time!
There's no need to panic. When I was working on light novel illustrations, because the manuscripts are shipped by boat, things were always tight and finished at the last minute.
That's very amazing.
Just last month, to ensure the latest book of A Legend of Sword would be finished for the Irodori Festival, I had to complete the final chapter's illustrations the same day I received the manuscript. I heard that my illustrations were sent to print as soon as they arrived in Inazuma. I still don't know how well they turned out.
Paimon isn't sure if she should feel sympathetic for your working conditions or compliment you on your artistic genius.
Yeah, so last minute. You even said yourself that you're not sure about the outcome.
Of course, I would still prefer to receive any possible reference materials in advance, so that I can be better prepared.
Speaking of which, Miku did mention...
Right! The editors of the Yai Publishing House will all be around the Outlander Affairs Agency these next few days. Who knows? Maybe Mr. Hirayama's over there too. We'll take you over there to see if we can find him, Albedo.
Alright, it's worth a try. Klee, you haven't slept for a while now. Please stay at our residence in the International Trade Association and get some rest. We will be back soon.
Is it okay to leave her?
Okie dokie. Don't worry, Albedo. I'll be on my best behavior.
Yeah, don't go running around, okay? Ah, there they are.
Personal safety at all times.
This can't be happening. The moment we need to contact Onodera is when he's on special leave.
What? Weren't we just talking to him earlier? So we decided to jump ship at the last minute?
Kuroda and I will go back to Inazuma City for an emergency printing run. The demand for this book is so high, though. Even with the emergency prints, it still might not be enough.
Despite everything, we're still lucky that we found out today. If this had happened a few days later, then we'd really be in boiling water.
Oh, that Onidera will definitely be in boiling water once Miko finds out.
Hey, do you think that suspicious guy they found in the warehouse has anything to do with this?
Suspicious guy.
Well, the editorial director is on his way over there to investigate the situation as we speak.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's going on here?
Oh, hey, Traveler. Don't worry. It's nothing, just an internal issue. That's all. How can I help you?
I'm looking for the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama. Does anyone know where he is now?
Mr. Hirayama is currently at the warehouse down by the harbor.
Oh, hold on a second, Murata. Excuse me, but you must be Calx, the one who was invited to paint the 5 kasen for the festival?
So, is that because he was looking for Hirayama? That he guessed?
Yes, that's me.
My name is Kuroda. You must be inquiring about information regarding the 5 kasen. I do apologize, but please make yourself comfortable at the International Trade Association, and I will let Mr. Hirayama know to send you the materials right away.
Oh, no need. You guys look super busy, so we can go find him ourselves.
About that.
Miko is definitely not gonna like this.
Excuse me, but is there something wrong with the latest volume of A Legend of Sword?
Huh? How did you know?
Because you all...
Since you were all aware that Mr. Hiroyama needed to send me some supporting materials, that means the editorial director didn't forget about it. Instead, something urgent must have cropped up.
Yeah, and he was supposed to meet Albedo the moment he gets here.
To add to that, despite being aware that I am Calx, you were still unwilling to let me go to Mr. Hiroyama directly. After considering these factors, the only reason you would try to stall me is if something happened to A Legend of Sword, which I did the illustrations for.
Well, I'm very sorry. The situation is just as you said, Calx. I suppose it doesn't hurt to tell you now. Earlier today, someone spotted a suspicious outlander sneaking around inside the Iridori Festival warehouse down by the docks. So they promptly alerted the Tenryou Commission.
Suspicious outlander sneaking around. Why do I get the feeling that's Venti?
The Tenryou Commission was concerned about potential cargo theft, so they contacted everyone who was renting space in the warehouse.
Oh.
It was then that we realized that the latest copies of A Legend of Sword had suddenly gone missing.
Or it could be Shinkyu. Because I know Shinkyu likes books so much, so I don't think I put it past him.
What? The books are missing?
Shh, not so loud. Not only is this book an eagerly anticipated release in the last phase of the Iridori Festival, but the author, Chinyu, will be personally attending the release party as well.
Because of the dire situation, Mr. Hirayama immediately hurried to the warehouse to determine whether the theft was related to that suspicious outlander.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not Shinkyu, considering he's the author.
I see. It would be a great misfortune if A Legend of Sword would not be released on schedule. And quite a disappointment for Chenyu as well. If Mr. Hiroyama has gone to the warehouse at the docks, then I'll go down to see if I can be of any help.
Jenny? Sounds like a name from Liyue. Albedo, what kind of person is the author of this book?
Albedo only makes the illustration for Shinkyu, from what I know. That's why it figures it's him.
I have not met him personally, But the editor said that he is actually the second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild family in Liyue.
Isn't that Shinkyu?
Oh, do you know him?
We've met on a couple of occasions.
Whoa, that's a real twist! Paimon never would have guessed that
I knew
Shincho
that.
would be publishing a light novel together with Albedo! But enough about that. Shincho would definitely be upset if he discovers his books are missing. Let's accompany Albedo to the warehouse, too.
So the Outlander is not Venti. Oh, there is Venti. Oh, Venti got caught.
It's you! Why are you here?
I'm here on behalf of the Tenryou Commission, of course. Is that surprising?
No, Sarah. I don't think Paimon is pointing to you. I think she's pointing to Venti.
No, Sarah, Paimon wasn't talking about you! So, Tone Deaf Bard. The suspicious Outlander in the warehouse wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
Considering the evidence, it appears that the suspicious Outlander is indeed me.
As I've told you, you are a suspect. Before your allegations of theft and illegal entry as a stowaway are cleared, you are to remain silent. Don't make me say it again.
No, Sarah. Oh no. Can we tell her?
Traveler, Paimon, do you know this self-proclaimed bard from Mondstadt?
Well, I can't say he's a complete stranger. You could say we're quite familiar.
Listen, Sarah. Knowing him, it's safe to say that he wasn't behind the theft. But what's this about being a stowaway?
Yeah, wouldn't you be joining the Bard Association or something?
Although he claims to be a special guest for the Iridori Festival, he's failed to present his invitation letter. Therefore, we can only suspect that he might have entered the country illegally.
He probably lost it in the wind.
And just a moment ago, we caught him in a dandelion wine crate near the Sailing Breeze.
Could we ask him a few questions?
If it would help shed any light on the situation, then please, be my guest.
Oh, Venti! You didn't really come here illegally, did you?
Ouch, your words wound me. We've been apart for so long, and the moment we meet again, all I'm greeted with is grilling questions and suspicious glares.
Well, you... Oh, come on. You don't have any invitation to present. That makes you suspicious itself.
You arrived in Inazuma via similar means, or so I heard. You of all people should be more understanding, don't you think?
Oh, come on.
Similar means?
We had no choice.
I merely jest. Fear not, for the person who sent me the invitation is none other than Kamisato Ayato of Yashiro Commission. It's unlikely that someone acquainted with the likes of him would ever be here illegally, right?
I wonder if Ayato knows that Venti is the Animal Archon.
But why weren't you on the same ship as the other bards?
Yeah, that's a good question too.
Well, once I received the invitation letter, I couldn't help but want to come to Inazuma a little early. It was then that I happened upon a cargo ship bound for Inazuma transporting dandelion wine. So, naturally, I decided to set sail with them.
It's surprising that he didn't get the Valin to send him to Inazuma directly.
Once aboard, I found the captain to be a kindred spirit, and I was treated to an abundance of fine liquor along the way. I must have fallen asleep in the cargo crate while carefully comparing the tastes of dandelion wine and Inazuman sake.
Captain to be a kindred spirit? Could that be Beto?
And when I woke up, I found myself in this warehouse with a Tenryou Commission general glaring at me from atop the grate.
Oh.
Coming from Venti, this story is quite believable. But it still feels a bit...
Shameless.
Excuse me, I'm the owner of the stolen goods from the IA Publishing House, and there are some questions I would like to ask you. Based on what you just said, it seems you've been in the warehouse for some time now. If that's the case, did you happen to hear anything unusual?
Actually, I did hear some faint footsteps around me a couple of times, but I didn't consider the sound anything out of the ordinary.
But if you clearly heard something, why didn't you feel it was unusual?
Oh, I seem to understand now.
It's probably an what you call that? An in-job.
Huh? What did you notice, Albedo?
When it comes to burglars, they are generally associated with prying or rummaging through things. What Venti means is that he did not hear anything unusual like that. As for the sound of footsteps, because this is a warehouse where many goods are coming in and out each day, it is quite normal for people to be walking around.
Yeah.
I see. But if that's the case, then we're back to square one regarding the stolen books.
No, not quite. From the facts that have been presented to us, we can draw at least 3 conclusions now. First, whoever took the novels is not a spur-of-the-moment burglar. They had their sights on the books from the very beginning. Second, the culprit was very familiar with the warehouse, and might even have a key. And third...
There must be more than one criminal involved.
I knew you'd catch on, Traveler. One person couldn't possibly transport so many heavy books in such a short window of time. It must have been a team effort.
Yeah, an inside job.
It goes without saying that Venti clearly does not match up with our culprits.
Yes, I agree with your reasoning. Mr. Hirayama, the Tenryo Commission will continue by investigating the warehouse staff. If you come across any further clues, please notify us immediately.
Yes, understood. I'll leave it to you then.
I suppose I'm free as a bird then.
Not so fast. Even though we've cleared the theft allegations,
There's still the illegal.
we still haven't ascertained whether your arrival in Inazuma was legal or not.
Yeah.
Aw, 'tis a shame. I thought surely after my honest account you might let me off the hook.
Look at that face.
Sarah's quite the meticulous one. So, where's your invitation letter, Venti?
Probably flown, lost in the wind.
Yes, the invitation letter. I'm truly sorry. I can't seem to remember where I may have put it.
How could you lose something so important?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Don't be mistaken. I was well aware of how important it was. But I didn't bring any luggage with me, and the letter was too big to fit in my pocket. So I kept it in my hand the whole trip.
Oh, great.
Strange. Though I had a little too much to drink, I know that I kept it in a secure place. I even recall being most pleased at coming up with a good idea at the time.
Maybe it was taken along with the book?
If you were holding the invitation in your hand the whole time, then why did you put it down?
Because he was drunk.
Well, to properly compare the taste of Mondstadt wine and Inazuman sake, I had to hold a glass in each hand. I couldn't both hold the invitation and a glass at the same time. But surely I wouldn't put it in just any random place. It could easily be misplaced.
Or it could have been taken along with the book.
In which case, I believe there's only one place it could be. Have you figured it out, Traveler?
You're way ahead of Paimon. Do you two already know where the invitation letter is?
In his cape, in his shoe, in his hat. Oh. In his hat.
Ah, yes! I remember now. I knew you'd help me find it.
Venti finds the invitation list stuffed under his hat. Oh.
This is indeed an invitation letter issued by the Yashiro Commission.
I
Now
thought that
we've
it was
confirmed
taken.
this guest's identity, I have no further questions.
I thought that they would have taken it and probably would track the culprits down with the letter.
However, Starting tonight, I would advise you to stay at the International Trade Association. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be leaving now.
So sorry to occupy your time, Sarah.
There goes Sarah. Alright, let's go talk to Mr. Hirayama about Albedo's reference materials.
But with all the books gone,
Mr.
what
Hirayama,
happened?
I'm Calx. We had originally arranged to meet today.
Ah, yes, so you are, Calx. I'm very sorry that you've arrived in Inazuma only to find such a mess. These are the materials regarding the 5 Kassen. All the information that we could find is compiled here.
About the 5 Kassen. Long ago, there were 5 legendary poets in Inazuma, supremely gifted in music and writing. They were honored as the 5 Kassen, meaning 5 fairies of singing and poetry. It is said that the shogun loved their works profoundly, and that every year one of them would go to Tenshukaku and present their new poetry collection for the shogun's perusal. The 5 Kassen are known as Suiko, Aoi no Okina, Akahiro, Sumizome, and Kuronushi, respectively. I'm sorry if I butchered their names. But their real names were lost in history. According to a widely accepted theory, Tales of the 5 Kassen had once been repeatedly adapted and performed on stage, with the 5 characters each dressed in a distinct color: green, blue, red, white, and black. Over time, theater goers started referring to them by these colors, hence the names we see today. Still, there exist other theories. For instance, some believe Suiko was named after his dwelling, a thatched cottage called Suiko Hut. Some also say that the Aka in Akahito was derived from the poet's habit of marking his works with a scarlet red seal. About the tales of the 5 Kazen. Alright.
Let's see here. Yes, it's just as I had suspected. Monikers such as Suiko and Aoi no Okina aren't the real names of the 5 Kassen. Though there were once many stories regarding each of the 5 Kassen, the validity of their contents can no longer be verified in present times. Alas, what a shame. But, at the very least, we know that most of the stories were written according to a similar style, so there is still something we may glean from this.
So, is the info useful for your paintings, Albedo?
To some extent, yes. However, I must admit that it is still lacking and fails to fulfill the most crucial element: inspiration.
Oh, maybe we could help?
I am sorry that this information is not as exhaustive as you had hoped. However, it is not possible to gather anything more at the moment. Though, Lady Yae did say that there are many variations of the story about the 5 Kassen, and everyone has a different story in their heart. So all you need to do is follow through with what's in your own heart, and create something that you yourself find interesting.
That's very poetic.
That does sound like something Miko would say.
Thank you, Mr. Hirayama. No need to worry. I'll find inspiration for the portrait.
Great. I'll leave it to you then, Calx. Oh, and there's one more thing I need to ask of everyone.
To keep the stolen books secret.
Tomorrow morning, Mr. Genyu, the author of A Legend of Sword, will be arriving in Inazuma by boat. If you see him, please do not mention the stolen novels for the time being.
Yeah.
Whether the stolen books are eventually recovered or not, the Yae Publishing House will do its best to ensure that the novel's release is a success.
I get it now.
You have my gratitude. I'll be going then.
Well, since there's nothing more we can do here, let's go.
Hey, Venti, what are you up to?
Huh? Venti? What are you doing over there? You don't want us to leave you behind, do you?
Traveler, Albedo, would you mind coming over here for a moment? There's something peculiar that I think you should see.
Huh? What is it?
What is it, Venti? piece of paper.
Indeed. When I awakened to find myself in the warehouse this morning, I discovered this paper in the cargo crate where I was sleeping. I didn't think much of it then. I thought it was merely a scrap piece of paper that had fallen into the cargo. After a quick glance, I stuffed it into a place nearby. But on second thought, I think it's worth having you take a look at what's written on it.
What is it? The 5 costs in Splendor Suiko. My dwelling was far from the wider world, but for my pain, my peace was disturbed. In blue clad, I went before Tenshukaku to present our work, but Aoi's work was missing a page. I knelt and begged for divine wrath to be stilled, and I told what I knew of how it was lost. The previous night I had been drunk, and then a person's shadow had passed over me. Some treacherous scoundrel must have stolen the poem leading to my great loss of face. It sounds like what happened to Venti, though. And the books?
Let me see. Suiko chapter. Wait a minute. Isn't Suiko the name of one of the 5 kasen?
The story told in this poem roughly boils down to Suiko getting tipsy and letting some poems that were meant for the shogun get stolen. This story sounds familiar to my ear. Where have I heard it?
Kurt, just earlier?
Seriously? It's literally the same story you just experienced yesterday!
Yeah.
Oh, indeed it is. Interesting, isn't it?
It almost seems related to the stolen novel.
Yes, I concur. The person who left this paper could quite possibly be the criminal, or even a witness to the theft. But why leave the paper here in such a fashion? And if the one who left it here was a witness, why didn't they attempt to stop the burglary?
Alright, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Meeting together in Inazuma like this is a most rare occasion. Since we've been busy from the start of the day, let us find an inn with good drink to keep our thirst at bay.
Venti and his drinking habit.
Hey! You just sobered up and you're already thinking about more drinks? And let's not forget that Albedo still has a portrait to complete. We don't have time to be slacking off.
No, it's fine. Let's all go for a drink together. It'll be my treat.
What?
Wait a minute. What about your portrait?
As I mentioned before, I'm the kind of artist who can work quickly once I'm inspired. And now, it seems I've found my source of inspiration.
What? Drinking?
If I use a model as reference for the piece, we must pay him back with the appropriate recompense.
So you're going to paint Venti while he's drunk?
In that case, we'll need to order more dishes. One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
Wow.
Wow, you really came through, Albedo. You were able to complete the first portrait before the opening ceremony.
No. I can't stop laughing.
Yes, it really is a sight to behold. Not only does it harken to the traditional style of Inazuma, but it also makes use of modern aesthetics. My figure is particularly striking. Even though I'm sound asleep in the portrait, I still appear as glorious as always.
Oh, Venti.
Hey, don't get too full of yourself, tone-deaf bard. You were just a model. The person in the artwork isn't actually you. Well, Albedo, who will be your next portrait?
The next one will be Aoi no Okina of the 5 Kasen.
Albedo, might I suggest waiting a little before starting on the next one? Who knows? You might soon discover another story.
Another story?
I believe he's referring to the possibility of finding another paper with tales of the 5 Kasen. According to the reference materials I was given, we've only found the first of a total of 4 chapters.
Do you think the mysterious person who left the first paper will strike again?
Possible.
It certainly is a possibility. Also, there are some points regarding the stories of the 5 Kasen that have left me rather curious. For example, the reference materials make mention of 5 legendary figures, yet all the popular stories only consist of 4 parts. It appears that throughout all the stories, there is never a chapter dedicated to Kuronushi.
Yes, I'm also curious about these stories myself. But who knows? They may merely be akin to the old saying in Mondstadt. Seeds of stories brought by the wind and cultivated by time. So for now, we need but just wait patiently.
Okay, so that's it for the first. Oh, Iridori Festival has started. Still very funny. The Mondstadt bard Lene is discussing poetry quite passionately with the Inazuman poet Otomo. Just a minute. What the blue flowers left behind. The Mondstadt bard Lene is discussing poetry. Talk to Otomo. The posters, though, are very nice to look at.
You've now arrived at the magnificent Iridori Festival event venue.
Mister, I see that you've been walking back and forth in this area for some time now. I believe you must be someone who appreciates the elegance of the arts. There is a question of elegance that I might need your help with. Would you mind lending me your aid? Yes, what is it? Though I have only just met this man, Lenny, a bard from Mondstadt over here, we have already become fast friends. Lenny or Len? Otomo speaks the truth. We have only known each other for a few days, but I already have the greatest respect for his great learning. You are too kind, Len. In any case, we have made friends through poetry, and we're taking this opportunity to write a few collaborative works. And since Len has gone through all of the efforts to come to Inazuma, he really wants to add a bit of that Inazuman flavor to his work. Indeed, unfortunately, my itinerary has been far too tight. I haven't had time to really go around and see the sights. So, what can I do for you? Friend, the theme of the poem I wish to write is nostalgia. Upon seeing the sights in a distant land, a vagabond cannot help but remember their home. That is why I need to add some things into my poem that symbolize this distant place. Could you help me take a few pictures from which I can draw some inspiration? Inazuma should have a number of unique sights to see, yes? For example, when you speak of Mondstadt, everyone's minds will turn to dandelions or windwheel asters. In this case, I think it would be the tree at the Grand Arakami Shrine. Oh, Paimon gets it. Well, in that case, let's take a few pictures of some of Inazuma's regional specialties. That should do it. Indeed, I would be in your debt if you would. Allow me to also write a copy of my half-done poem manuscript, just for you to use as reference material. As for the number of pictures that I will need, I think 4, each showcasing different contents, will do. I will also pay for any travel fees you may incur in the process. Well, traveler, since Len's request seems clear, let's head out right now. Inazuma Regional Specialties to get key inspiration material. According to the poets Len and Otomo, you can take picture in specific regions after receiving daily deans to obtain inspiration. The more you obtain, the better you can help the poets Len and Otomo figure out more poetic stanzas, thus helping them complete their poems faster. Okay, prepare 4 photo specialties. Wait. I see. Have you finished taking those pictures? Not yet. Remember, you just need to take 4 pictures of regional specialties. Regional specialties. I did saw that one picture was of the blossom. So things that can only be found in Inazuma. Oh. Oh, but I did just took it. All right, let's forget about that for now. I think it's around this area. This one. Do I need this? Oh wait, if I remember correctly, there's also the weed. Is that a weed? The Narukami weed. This one. Naku weed. Let's see if this. Okay. What else? What else should we go look for? Let me see if I can find anything here. Would would that one work? Let me see if that one works. Oh no, it's not. Oh, there we go. There is one here. Just one more. Maybe we'll find something here. It's Sangonamina's shrine. Did this one work? Oh. No, doesn't. I really need this flower. This is probably... Alright, this is probably what the old shrine Gokomi was talking about. I don't think we're going to find anything here. What about here? The blossom is the only one we're missing. Wait, let me just check where I can find a blossom. Okay, I need local specialties. Sakura blossoms. Oh, there is actually some at Shinju Forest. Ah, there it is. This one. I don't see it though. Alright, let's go and report back. I've taken them. Yeah, my thanks. Let me have a look. Oh my, I've never seen any of these. And this picture is wonderful. This one also seems quite noteworthy. Brand, your photos are a true inspiration. Many thanks. Now I have attempted to write several different stanzas according to the pictures you provided me. I'm quite torn as to which to use. I'm quite curious, actually. If it were you, which would you use? Create a poem. take pictures and gather inspiration to access more stanzas. The day I took my leave of loving, I found I loved all things again. When tired at last of seeking and striving, I heard again freedom's refrain. Then suddenly I saw it was the unseen breeze that helped push me from home to shores. A distant land's joys, my heart was dissuaded. The lamp grass under the distant skies, the radiant flowers abroad do bloom their scent, a novel, lovely strain. Then suddenly I saw it was the unseen breeze. Maybe this one? I heard again freedom's refrain. The radiant flowers abroad do bloom their scent, a novel, lovely strain. Then suddenly the lamp grass. I heard again freedom. A distant land's joys my heart was dissuaded, not but the slim grass song remained. Then suddenly I saw 'twas the unseen breeze that helped push me from home. Hmm. This one's not bad. Talk to Otomo. This two match the preceding lines the closest and they are rhythmically fitting when read. Mister, you truly have a good eye. Oh, thank you. I wasn't sure what to choose actually. Otomo, since both you and our new friend here are both very enamored of these two lines, then let us use them. Friend, thank you once again for your aid. Alright, I'll leave you guys to your wait until next morning. Oh, I see.
Now arrived at the magnificent Iridori Festival.
Okay, so should I continue? Ah, yeah. All right, let me continue then. Wait, what's this? Oh, oh, wait, was that Diary of Roald, The Adventure of... Is that the book? Me.
Welcome to the magnificent Iridori Festival.
Okay, what did it said again? Eight to 12. Alright then. 8 to 12. I wonder if there's a right or a wrong answer in the poetry choosing. Choosing, you know. Okay. Mr. Wonderful Timing. Len and I were just working on a new poem. Need my help again in getting some inspiration again? Need my help in getting some inspiration again? Ah, that's right. Under Otomo's instruction, I've been composing another poem with an Inazuman style, although admittedly I'm still quite the amateur. The theme of this poem is friendship, and indeed, both of us can only lament that we did not meet sooner. One of the lines I would like to write depicts animals wandering the landscape in companionship with one another. Whoa, that's kind of problematic. Where am I going to find that? Since it's in the Zoom poem, we must reference creatures unique to these lands. We do see animals unique to Inazuma pretty often, whether it be ones that walk or fly. But since they all appear out in the wild, let's head out and search for them, traveler. I am in your debt. Please help me take 4 photos of different animals from Inazuma Den. Oh, at least I don't have to go searching for a specific one. Actually, there's one just here by the statue. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, they flew away. All right, fine. There should be foxes here. I wonder if we can find uh wait, wait, little guy. Let me take a photo of you. No, no, no. No, don't go. This is troublesome. Oh, that was just a one-time thing only. I wonder if a crystal fly would work. What about, the what about those guys? Maybe they're here. Oh, here it is. Oh, oh wait. Oh, this is one of those music. Those regions spin crystal. Okay, but where did it go? Come back. We can't go any further, otherwise he'd disappear. See ya. What else? Would the rhyming fishes work? Hmm. Oh, right. We do have one. Uh, no, would the cats work? Wait. Well, cats are not, normal, but are coming, but oh,
That cat can talk.
yeah, definitely not going to work. Oh, there's no, it's not here. Wait, let me check the map again. Maybe I'll find something. In Inazuma. This red fin works too. This one. Oh, seems that an electro crystal fly works. Hmm. Wait, I don't see any electro. Oh, that surprised me. Hmm. Wait, think I think it's I think there should be some from here. Uh how do you get inside again? Oh. Oh no. There we go. It is. It works. Okay. Where do we go next? Oh, I see. There should also be some here. It should be somewhere around here. Ah, there we go. Those guys. All right. We can't go too near them. Otherwise, we'd scare them away. It's a good thing it's not enemies we're going to take photos of. That's the worst nightmare I ever had. When I had to take a photo of a hilly troll simply because it was a criteria. Do you have the pictures, my ready friend? Here they are. Let me see. Oh, these are great. I think I know what to write now. I have written a few more versions of a stanza based on the pictures that you brought. Why don't you pick the one we should use once again? A new friend, yet as if from old days. How I wish our story could have begun there. Imagine all the lakes and seas we could have gone roaming. Stars shine upon our meeting. The sky embellished with pearls twinkling. Wait, I haven't. Oh. Oh, so I have to take a picture of the right animals. Imagine all the nights of tale telling, their mystery enchanting. Star shines upon our meeting, the sky and moonlit dews shimmering. Imagine all our wild dreaming to borrow the wind in sunny days like birds flying. This one would be good because it fits with the rest, I guess. Inazuma children often gather together to tell tales of yokai to test each other's courage. These experiences also become precious memories when they have grown up. I didn't expect that Len would be able to connect that to the pictures of these creatures. This stanza has deep meaning indeed. France, since both you and Atomo love this phrase, so then let's use it. Len's poem and the pictures complement each other a lot. Honestly, the poem just gets more and more moving as you read it and look at the images. To be honest, I have also been writing a poem for which I might need your aid tomorrow. Do you need me to take some pictures too? Yeah, let's talk about it in more detail tomorrow. Oh, so I can finish? Oh. Concerning Klee. Okay, but I'll leave this for tomorrow. It's so late. All right. This would be a nice wallpaper background once it's complete. Anyways, that'll be it for today.
Now arrived at the magnificent Iridori Festival event venue.
See you in the next video.